What's up, everyone? It's Cannan, and we are finally back with a new scary comp reaction. I know it's been a while, but other stuff came out that took precedence, but we are finally back with Scary Comp Volume 6. I'm already screwing up. And it's 12 minutes and 22 seconds, so we're going to get right into it. Please, as always, if you enjoy our content, please hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, click that like button, leave a comment, all the good stuff, and please check the description for the original video and the original channel. Please go support the original creator. Let's do this.
In the middle of the night, Danny Donahue woke up to a noise that came from his bathroom. Here's what he caught on camera.
So you left, all your stuff fell out because you put too much in there? Okay. This is obviously fake. It's gotta be. But that that got me. Oh gosh. Oh man, got my heart to jump a little bit. But I think we're messing up right now. This is a mistake. I gotta admit, there's not been much in these early scary comps that's really got me besides that one video, but I feel like we're making a big mistake right now because this guy is shooting this like a found footage movie. Stop that! Yeah, the light off. You know, I expect jump scares in these, but oh, this is obviously fake. But oh my god, that got ooh, that was well done. Okay, props.
Although obviously fake, it sure is pretty damn scary.
Yeah.
But just imagine how terrifying it would be to encounter something like this in real life.
I'd be like, stay out of my cabinet.
Surely, those who are faint-hearted would not even dare to imagine themselves in a situation like this.
I'd have ran a long time ago.
Sean Shutt and his friends were camping when,
oh no,
while sleeping inside a...
I gotta say something. Okay, I've never been camping in my entire life. I have visited campsites for like family were and all that, or for get-togethers and stuff like that. Now, as I've gotten older and I've been watching a lot of these like camping channels and bushcraft channels, like it looks fun. I'm sure it's not as fun as it looks, but like, you know, going out and getting those big tents and those little cooking stoves and making the amazing food that they do. Some of them take a dog with them. Like in those videos, you see how fun camping is supposed to be. But this is 2025. People are insane in this day and age. I would not trust going out, staying in the middle of the woods with no weapons, and all that's protecting us is a flimsy little tent. Okay? Yes, you are more likely to be attacked by a wild animal, than a person out in the middle of the woods. But I'd be more worried about a person walking up on me than a coyote or something. Maybe not a bear. Bears are probably worse. That is why I will never go camping unless we have something like a camper or an RV or something. I know that's not roughing it, but I ain't sleeping in no tent.
tent, they capture this.
What is that? Yo, what the f is that? Some creepy shit. Yo, I think I'm sleeping in the car tonight. Spirits, man. We're in the woods. I mean,
Wait, what was that? I didn't hear it.
dude, I'm nuts.
Okay, that can be explained. That noise can be explained. I'll talk about it in a moment.
Dude, I'm not sleeping tonight. I hear footsteps.
Okay, so whatever that was, like tapping on something, yes, that was unnerving. And it looks like there is just 3 of them. So the fact of it being like a friend of theirs, I don't know. Now the bang that they heard, that can be explained. I've heard stuff like that around where I live, like for my whole life. And like I don't know how far out in the middle of the woods they are. But it sounded like a car backfiring, and you hear that stuff all the time. I've heard that exact noise before. It's usually a vehicle. Um, I didn't hear any footsteps, and it looks like they're not so terrified that they feel like they need to leave. They're still kind of joking around and kidding around, so it might just be woods noise, like noises in the woods, and they're freaking themselves out. They're stacking Oreos. What the heck?
I'm not going camping again.
It sure is a mystery as to what was outside making those noises. One thing is for sure though, they're not going to go camping ever again, or at least at this spot.
I didn't hear anything right there, so I don't know.
Vivian Ispitia had recently.
I think they just got freaked out, and it got like the tapping was weird. I mean, it could have been a deer, it could have been a woodpecker, it could have been anything. The bang, I think, was a car in the distance. I didn't hear any footsteps. So
Recently lost her cat from being run over by a car.
Oh no,
She was in
don't!
total
I've got a
shock
cat.
after
Don't
seeing
tell
her
me
cat
that.
lying lifeless on the street. However, this wasn't as shocking as what she saw in the footage from the surveillance camera outside her home, which recorded the incident.
Oh no!
Have a look at the footage
No.
and see if you notice anything unusual.
I don't want to see a cat get run over. Oh.
If Vivian claims that her cat was dead and killed upon impact from being hit by a car, then what was this? Let me know what you think down below.
That's good and all. If I was that woman, I'd study that footage, see if their license plate was on the front of the car. I swear to you, you hit anybody's pet, you need to stop your car, you need to let them know, and you need to accept what any kind of consequences come your way. You hit a pet and run, you're scum. Don't ever do that. You hit someone's pet, you own up to it. You don't just keep on driving. Because if I catch anyone hitting one of my pets and going, I'm getting in my car and I'm chasing them down. Because it's not right. And it should never be tolerated. That just makes me sick.
While looking over at some footage from the camera in her living room, Tiffany Lala sees something pretty creepy.
I'm hot now, so I need something scary to happen.
Legs aren't there.
What?
The child you see in this footage is Tiffany's son, but she can't wrap her head around this footage, as she doesn't know why
that's a
her
camera
son looks
mess up.
semi-transparent.
I think it's a camera
Tiffany
mess up.
doesn't know what to make of this. However,
Doesn't help that it's a
many
potato.
viewers have commented that her son might be astral projecting. Astral projection is the ability to have an out-of-body experience on command. The ability to induce an out-of-body experience allows one's consciousness or soul to travel outside of its physical body and explore the universe. Although very cool, astral projecting could be dangerous. Those who've tried this have encountered unsettling things. From stories of people who've experienced unusual sensations, some of which have made people wake up in a cold sweat, to seeing things that are truly terrifying. It's probably best to do some research on knowing how to safely astral project before trying it out.
Means a kid.
Whether or not Tiffany captured actual footage of her son astral projecting is up for debate.
It's a creepy
But we
video,
can
I gotta
all
admit,
agree
but I
that
don't
the
know.
footage
That's
alone is pretty creepy. Bets and Angel lives across from the woods and has been seeing something strange within them.
This
Oh,
is
boy.
the area where we see that figure. It just walks back and forth every day, all day.
oh,
Now, I've been over there a couple of times. As I walk up on it, there's just nothing there. Yesterday was Easter. I went over there, but 2 big dogs that were off leash came out, and it was time to go. Then we had the storm, so as soon as we're done with our schoolwork, I will record myself going across the street and show you that as you walk over, you no longer see what appears to be a person pacing back and forth for just hours and hours and days. I think today's like day 5. So,
okay.
She's been seeing this figure for
So, of course, you can say it's a ghost. It could be someone who is like just going through some stuff, and that's the way they handle it, is by pacing, and that is their spot. Now, walking over there and there nobody being there, I don't know. Hopefully it's not someone who is like, oh, I know you're watching me, so I'm stalking you. Or it could be just someone, it could be someone trying to hide. They're not doing a very good job of it, but I don't know. I wouldn't jump at
the past few
ghost.
days, and it's been doing the same thing each day, walking back and forth for hours on end. Bets and
I can
Angel
see the
has
I can
no
see the
idea
color
as to
of
what
his
this person
arms,
is doing.
so it's a person.
However, a few days later, she decides to head over to the woods to figure out what's going on. As she walks over with her husband, she records this.
alright, well, here's the spot.
I don't see anything.
No, I don't either. I mean, it's pretty full. Hello? Is anybody there? I'm so nervous. What was that?
I don't know.
Do you need help?
It sounds as though someone is yelling "run." This may have been directed towards her and her husband as a warning. Had they walked any further, this individual could have harmed them. It isn't clear as to whether or not she called the police, but one thing I'm sure of is that she'll definitely stay away from the spot.
It literally could be just someone who's got mental health issues. At worst, someone that's trying to hide from the cops, maybe. I don't know. I wouldn't say ghost. That was an actual person, which in its own way is more scary.
The following video was posted by Lovetown, whose dog
Puppy.
has been acting very strange. Whenever Lovetown's dog goes near the bathroom, he can't help but stare and sometimes growl at something that isn't there. Luckily, Lovetown was able to capture one of his reactions.
He's like, do you see this stuff? Okay.
While filming a video in the attic,
So there is a theory that animals can see spirits. But here's the thing. While the dog made some noise, the dog is not like snarling and like really deeply growling. So if it is anything paranormal, I wouldn't say it's a threat because the dog's not acting viciously. Or there could be a mouse, there could be something in there that the dog knows is there, but the person doesn't know it. And like it's like Blake. Like if she hears like a mouse up in the attic, it drives her crazy. So it could be a critter, but who knows?
Liliana encounters something pretty spooky.
I can't. What if it's a raccoon? Why isn't she answering? She's in there. I'm gonna be so mad. She's not in there.
Jeez, my ears.
It's Mom! I'm so scared. Mom! It's like a horror movie. Answering? It's probably your mom. She was just messing with us for a long amount of time. It scared the shit out of me. Let's throw something at it. What? What the fuck? Oh my god! It's the wind. No, it's not. Why was it knocking? It was completely closed. Like I shut it. It closes with the lock. Slay. I'm shaking.
Slay.
In 1991,
okay.
in Sandy Hook,
That I'm not sure of. It could be something, or it could be someone pulling a prank on them.
Connecticut, a young deer hunter was roaming in the woods when, after going further in, he finds what appears to be a doll carved out of wood. The Wood Dweller, the name given to this doll, was found resting atop a circular pinnacle of rocks. The sight of this doll was so unsettling that it caused the young man to run as fast as he can back to his car.
I would have to.
However, on his way there, he stumbles upon a man dressed in black. The young deer hunter was at a loss for words, as the sight of this hooded figure dressed in black from head to toe was really frightening. He then mustered up the courage to ask this mysterious individual for directions that would lead him out of the woods. The hooded figure did not respond, but after a few seconds, the hooded figure points out a direction to which the young hunter starts heading over. He came out of the woods unharmed, but who knows what could have happened had he confronted the hooded individual or stayed in the woods a little longer.
What the heck? Sounds more like a
In the following video,
tale than an actual. But like, so if this hunter found the doll and ran, who had it? Or was that? Did someone eventually go out there? Like, give us more of the story. How do we have the doll on video if the hunter left it, or is that the story behind the? I don't know what to say about that.
someone was
Creepy,
playing video games
but
when, all of a sudden, there's a faint knock outside their door. But what happens afterwards, after they open the door, is pretty creepy.
There's knocking on my door, and I don't know whether I should be scared or not. Okay. Hello. Oh my God. Hello. Oh Jesus Christ. Oh Jesus. Oh.
Mac T's mom had recently moved into a new house.
okay. My problem with this video is I don't think at any point.
Okay. whether I should be scared or not.
At there's no point where we can
Okay.
actually see the top of the door.
Okay,
Also,
okay,
watch
okay,
this.
okay.
Watch this.
Okay. Okay.
The door moves
Okay.
every
Hello?
time he
Hello?
moves.
Hello? Oh my god. Hello?
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, Jesus.
Every time he moves, the door moves. He's doing it. He doesn't even sound actually scared. He's that's what he's doing. He's nah. He did that.
Mac T's mom had recently moved into a new house. However, she found something pretty creepy while moving in. In the bathroom, there are some ducks that are painted on the wall. Although there's nothing odd about the painting of these ducks, it's what's hiding behind the paint that's creepy.
What?
In one of the ducks' eyes, there's a peeping hole that points straight to the toilet. But what's even more creepy is the fact that the person that lived here before his mom was an old lady that lived by herself. As always, what are your thoughts on this?
Granny was a pervert, is what it is. That's what my theory is Granny was a pervert.
Thanks.
I'm sorry, that's disturbing and not right whatsoever. Like, what do you think of this? Well, I think Granny was getting her rocks off by watching guests use the bathroom. Oh man, talk about toilet humor. Well, this one started on a very creepy note. I got mad about halfway through and then ended kind of on a funny note. But I hope you enjoyed it. Like I said, original video and the channel link is in the description. So please go subscribe to Bizarre Bud. These scary comps are always good. This one got me really good at the beginning. So I'm hoping they're getting better as they go on. I'll try and have the Volume 7 reaction and analysis up as soon as I can. It'll probably be next week. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, click that like button, leave a comment, all that good stuff. As always, guys, this is Cannan. Me and Jess love y'all very, very much. Please stay safe out there. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you in the next one. See ya.